Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mahjong Talk. I'm your host, Peter Vong. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest videos. So before I forget, I actually did a little podcast called 8am Gang with one of the YouTubers that I'm friends with, Angela Tehaha. Check out her channel if you like anime and fashion and any other stuff. She basically talks about on her channel. She basically talks about anime, and we made a little anime podcast with a lot of our friends bunched together. So I hope that you can check out her channel and check out our podcast. We only did like one episode so far, so get it while it's hot. So anyway, let's just begin. Silver room. Since I'm an app player, I'm not an expert anymore. I got my rank dropped, so hopefully we can get a game in here. Anyway, so today's episode I'm going to talk about what makes things toxic for us. And on YouTube you see all these different videos about how there's certain toxic people that may be around you and preventing you from getting to your full potential and all that stuff. But I wanted to delve deeper into this subject of toxicity because I recently had a conversation with one of my friends, and there was something that was ailing him, and I wanted to know exactly what that was. And so what I discussed with my friend is that there was something going on with him, that he felt as if he was afraid that his own inner demons was gonna lash out onto the people that were around him, the people that he wanted to keep close. So I thought about this for a second because this is the same thing that I go through sometimes. Oh. Yeah, and sometimes we all feel as if there's a part of us that we just can't let go, no matter how much we try to heal ourselves. And the thing of it is that it sucks when, the stuff that you've been trying to battle somehow manifests itself upon your everyday life, because that happens to most of us, actually, when we're dealing with stress with work, or when we're dealing with the stuff that is going on with our lives. And it usually occurs when we're interacting with other people sometimes. Sometimes there's something going on with us, like some sort of belief system that we kept in our head, such as, oh, I'm not making enough money, or I'm not at the place where I want to be, or I'm doing a job that I don't like, and yet I'm stuck having to rely on it for a paycheck to support myself. And all of this stuff outside that is bombarding you, the truth of the matter is that you have control of how you feel and how you interpret these things. And the thing of it is that sometimes I forget about that too. Being able to take control of your emotions is the hardest thing I think most humans can live with, because we're so used to things being so rational and so cold to us, such as, oh, if someone says you're not good enough for something and they have this status of power, such as they're your boss, or they're your they're the teacher that's teaching you, you feel as if you can't get anywhere because of that negativity. But of course, that's also one person's opinion. And knowing what I know now, I've been thinking about exactly, okay, why is it that certain individuals say certain things, especially hurtful things to other people? And it's usually, I'm pretty sure many other people have said this before, is that it's mainly because there's something up with them and they're trying to project it upon you, whether it be their own internal pain or whether it be their own internal struggles. And for me, I try my best not to do that. And there are times when I kind of slip a little bit of my frustration out on people sometimes, and I try to stop myself before I do that, but sometimes it just happens. And I think that's what my friend was afraid of, because my friend basically was trying to open up to me and try to convey this sort of internal conflict that he's been facing, and he's basically working on himself, and I'm very, very proud of him for doing that, because some people don't want to admit to do that. They don't want to admit to the fact that they have to work on themselves and try to rebuild their own internal compass to find a way back into their soul, as it were. And I think it's also because we tend to work a lot as well, because we have to maintain paying the bills. We have to make sure we have our responsibilities in order. It's a lot of stuff to deal with, and it's never easy. It's like I always say that life is unfair, but it's people that make it more cruel, including ourselves. We make it very cruel on ourselves, and I think that's the toxic part of life, is that we fill ourselves with these beliefs that, oh, if I'm not making enough money, and if I'm not basically having money work for me, and not allowing myself that freedom to actually be myself and do the things that I want to do, then obviously I'm a failure. And some people feel that way, but at the same time, I remember this quote from the movie Bruce Almighty from Morgan Freeman. I don't know the exact line. Like, this is coming from a guy that usually memorizes a lot of dialogue. I believe what Morgan Freeman said in the film was, some of the happiest people come home stinking to high heaven, which means that they work extremely hard. And I've known a lot of people that are probably very happy people, and they work their butts off to get to where they are today. And but in their place, maybe they don't feel as if they have achieved that level of success that they wanted to, because as soon as you reach one pinnacle of success, you aim for another one, and it's fairly difficult to break out of that cycle. Oh, dang, please don't be like a Mongon or something. Oh, dang, it's a half flush. Oh, I'm probably gonna pay a lot. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna pay a lot. Shoot, that's one to the jugular. Okay, it's okay. It's only East 2. We still got 3 more rounds to go. 3 more rounds to go. Yeah, I can't let those toxic thoughts of negativity come into my head, so I basically have to hold out hope. That's basically what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. So, yeah, and the thing of it is that I think we talk about a lot of things, like, on YouTube, you see a lot of people talk about the toxicity of other people infecting you, and we sometimes go into the internals of what makes us, we debilitate ourselves from achieving our true potential, and it's always ourselves. But at the same time, I think what I'm trying to get at is that, what are the toxic thoughts that basically are holding us back, and what are the toxic thoughts that are basically blinding us from what we can really achieve? Like, for me, I think the toxic thoughts I put on myself is basically like, is I'm not sociable. I will never be sociable. It's those never statements. What else? There are a couple actually. Like, I will never get a higher paying job. That's another one, because like I'm very, very bad at interviews, and those of you who are not that have social anxiety, or a minor version of social anxiety, will know that interviews are like, it's just a way of basically trying to sell yourself, and I'm really terrible at that, because I didn't come here to show off. I just came here to actually apply for an opportunity, and if it doesn't come, then it doesn't come. I'll deal with it. But at the same time, people are like, you fail interviews because of A, B, and C, and I don't really look at that, because I think interviews are just this is part of life that basically, yeah, I have to deal with it. Job interviews are always going to be a given. They're always going to be there. But for me, I just think it's just the wrong way to go for a person like me, because for me, I'd rather do like assessments, and if I pass the assessments, then I can get the job. But at the same time, people are not good with tests. People are not good with practical skills to actually show how hardworking they are. But I guess that's what internships are there for. So I want you guys to think about, what are the toxic thoughts that are holding you back, or what are the toxic thoughts that are basically making you feel as if you can't achieve your full potential because of those toxic thoughts. Like, I recently watched a movie called Hector and the Search for Happiness. It's a British film, and it stars Simon Pegg. I really love the film because it really does. It's about a therapist that basically he feels as if he's not being authentic with his patients, so he decides to go on a journey for himself, and he decides to travel the world to find out what happiness is. And you see his journey going to China, going to Africa, and learning all these different lessons from different people. He even goes back to meet an old friend of his, and they exchange a couple of words, and he begins to learn about what happiness truly is. And it was a really good film. I fully recommend it because it's a film that basically brings out how we humans should not pursue happiness, but we should let happiness gradually come to us, whether it be positive or negative, because happiness is not just one emotion. It's actually all the emotions put together. And I think that's how it is with sadness too, because it's basically primarily an amalgamation of all those other emotions. And I think that's what creates your own emotional state as well. Okay, East 4, but I'm still in last place. I don't know, guys. Do you think I can win this? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, they're like... And there's also, obviously, there's always going to be the toxic people that basically tell you can't do something. But at the same time, I remember watching a video by Cole Hastings. He's like a self-help YouTuber. And I remember this quote. I remember this in his video. He basically said, I'm trying to remember the quote. It had something to do with negativity. Oh yeah, it's about like being sensitive. So basically, people's words hurt you if you give them permission to. I'm only paraphrasing because I can't remember the quote exactly, but if someone's words hurt you, then you're giving them permission to hurt you. Now, the thing of it is that it's not easy to control this because, like, you're always hearing people's words. And if someone says something to you, it instantly just hits you. But then you have to basically have that muscle in your brain that basically says, okay, I heard some negativity there. I got to basically shut that off and basically just drown it out. And this is why people say embrace your flaws. I'm still trying to embrace my flaws, so I'm not like a complete work. I'm not a complete success when it comes to that. And I think we'd never become complete successes when it comes to dealing with our own personal issues. But we learn to deal with them a little bit better. And that's the purpose of, like, my channel is like basically allowing you guys to have that moment of clarity. Sure. I don't know if I'm going to get a lot for this hand, but let's try it. I need a 4 of characters. Hopefully I can get at least 2nd place or 3rd place. But yeah, like, I want you guys to leave in the comments down below what type of toxic thoughts compel you. And what can you do to heal from those toxic thoughts? Could it be like a cringy moment that you had in your past, or could it be something that your parents may have said to you that you felt like was not necessary to hear? Because you're in control of what comes your way, but at the same I shouldn't say that. You're in control of how you interpret what comes your way. That's basically what I'm saying. Because it's your brain that actually tells you how to feel things. And you're in control of those. And yes, sumo. I think I got a couple of good yaku here, or hand patterns. Let's see. We got reach. Oh, okay, okay. Can it keep going? Yes. Will I be in 2nd place, at least? Yes. Nice. Oh. Oh yeah, there is an event that basically you're getting some candy treats, and you can exchange them for items. Before I leave you guys off, I just want to show you that event. It's called the Fireworks Date. So basically you just get these small candies whenever you earn special rewards for certain hands. And basically claim these awards right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my main screen here. Back? Yes, I am. Okay, so if you like what you saw, consider hitting a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest videos. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, as well as check out the Noob Reach Discord server. So maybe we can play a game one day. So guys, that's it for today's episode. Just remember, everyone is precious. You're as precious as everyone else. I will see you guys in the next video. Here.